Okay, so in this video, we're going to learn about how to use Google's VO3 model, which is the most advanced AI video generator out there. We're going to pick up from where we left off in the last video about creating talking characters with AI. So we're going to see how we can use VO3 to create talking characters with AI. And we'll also see how you can use VO3 for video clips, B-roll, etc. One thing to keep in mind is because it allows text to video as well, you might get a little tempted to make your prompts a little too detailed, which is not a bad idea usually. But you should just keep in mind that the way VO3 works is that it tends to focus more on whatever you include first in the prompt. What that means is you want to include the most important aspects of your prompt first and then the less important aspects. So, if what the characters look like, what they sound like, if that's more important, try to front load it and use it first. If it's not so important, like maybe the environment is not as important, or maybe it really is, so try and include that first. So that's just a couple of pointers to keep in mind. We're going to look at a bunch of examples, and without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so first up, I'm just going to come to their website or landing page here within the AI Studio. And you can see that VO3 and VO 3.1, which is the newest version of the model, is their state of the art video generation model. You can see the quality of output it produces. It's just fantastic. It looks real life. You really can't tell if this is AI generated or not. And yeah, these are a few examples of the video generation that you will see. So these look absolutely stunning. Like there's no way you can tell if these are real or not. So basically, this was just a high level introduction. Even there are some clips of ads you've seen online. A lot of brands and big companies are experimenting with creating ads with AI, and a lot of those have been done with VO3. Okay, and now if we come back to our school outline, we're going to look at our first example. So the first example is using this referenced video. So if I come in here, click on this link and head into FAL AI. So we're going to look at a bunch of these options to choose from, like text to video fast, image to video, and stuff like that. But the first one I just wanted to show you is this reference to video option. So basically what this allows you to do is it allows you to combine different reference images and use a prompt to like really magically combine them all together. So here we have this like carnival type or fair like image. We have this like green hilly area with some flowers and butterflies, and we have this ballerina, right? And if we just had this prompt like a graceful ballerina dancing outside a circus tent on green grass with colorful wildflowers swaying around her as she twirls and poses in the meadow, which is the prompt that's included here. You will see this by default included when you head on over to this model, but I just wanted to show you this in action. So if you were to combine these three images with a prompt like this, and this is kind of the output you'd get. Which is absolutely stunning to think that you can just take a couple of images, one single prompt, and it so seamlessly combines all of it together. So that was one example of using the reference to video model. Next up, we're going to take a look at the image to video and image to video fast models. Now, the only difference between the normal and the fast models is the fast models are faster, but they tend to be cheaper as well. And so the quality you get out of them might also not be as good as the original models. So, like if we look at this image to video and compare it with the image to video fast, you can find these using the normal search in FAL AI, or you can always just toggle between which ones you want to use by clicking on this drop down. So if we come in here, you can see for the fast model, it says, for example, a 5-second video with audio will cost like 75 cents. Whereas here, using the normal image to video, it says a 5-second video with audio will cost $2. So it's about 4 times more expensive. but the quality of outputs might also be considerably different. So to take a look at the example, now in this case, this was what is included by default if you just check the model. So again, like you can see the prompt in here. So it specifies in pretty detail, like a monkey and a polar bear host a casual podcast about AI inference, stuff like that. It also includes what the monkey says in here, and then followed by what the polar bear says.
Welcome back to Bananas and Ice. I am Banana.
And I'm Ice.
Like, I mean, the quality of output is absolutely stunning. So even if you used the full model, like not the fast version of the model, and spend $2 for like a 5-second clip, which is perfectly fine when you're using it in a clip or for b-roll or for anything, I mean, I think this is like just world class output. Now if we come over to the fast model, the output from the same prompt is the same. Like even here the quality is pretty much the same. Not pretty much, it's exactly the same. So let's just take a look.
Welcome back to Bananas and Ice. I am Banana.
And I'm Ice.
So yeah, the output is the same in this case, but it may vary from case to case and like based on your prompt and settings and stuff like that. So all we had to do was give it a reference image, enter the prompt, and that's pretty much it. It's really up to you to see which ones work best. You can always test out with the fast, see the output you're getting, and then choose whether or not to experiment with the full model. But yeah, these are kind of the options you have when using the image to video models. And when you give it an image already, like it's that much easier for the AI models to perform better. So yeah, this is again another option you have when it comes to using the VO3 or VO 3.1 models. Okay, and for the last examples, I'm going to show you how do you use the text to video models. So if we come back in here, like this is an example I ran. So of our previous example where we were looking at our baby sitting in a recording studio in front of a podcast microphone. So this is the entire prompt I've used. The baby has a raspy old voice like that of an elderly gentleman, and the baby says, I love how much I've learned in the AI Automation Masterclass. Best purchase ever. So let's take a look at what that output produced. And yeah, you have these additional settings to choose from, but I didn't touch them. You can choose a duration, but by default, like even if you just leave it, it's going to choose like whatever is best suited based on the duration it takes to say the text that you've entered in the prompt. All of these I've just left at their default settings, and we will now take a look at the output.
I love how much I've learned in the AI Automation Masterclass. Best purchase ever.
I think that's absolutely fantastic again. Like these models have gotten so good that it's pretty much indistinguishable to tell whether this is AI or not. The only part it missed was where I mentioned the baby has a raspy old voice like that of an elderly gentleman. But apart from that, it absolutely nailed the voice. You cannot tell if this is AI or not. And I think it just did like a really good job. So this was one example using the VO 3.1 text to video. And just to show you a couple of other options as well, is you can also use the VO3, not the VO 3.1, although the 3.1 is the latest and best. But just to experiment, if you ever wanted to try, you can try the VO3 model. This is the VO3 fast. So in here, you can see the prompt we have is a casual street interview on a busy New York street sidewalk. In the afternoon, the interviewer holds a plain, unbranded microphone and asks, have you seen Google's new VO3 model? And it is a super good model. Person replies, yeah, I saw it. It's already available on FAL. It's crazy good. So all the additional settings are just left the same. And if we check the output of this prompt,
Have you seen Google's new VO3 model?
Yeah, it's already available on FAL.
Yeah.
It's crazy good.
I think that's absolutely insane, the quality of that video, right? To think it's come from just a single prompt. Absolutely fantastic. So that was the VO3 fast, and this is another VO 3.1 with a different prompt. in a similar interview style. So it has here in our prompt, we can see two-person street interview in New York City. Sample dialogue is host says, "Did you hear the news?" Person replies, "Yes, VO 3.1 is now available on FAL. If you want to see it, go check their website." So if we check out the output of this.
Did you hear the news?
Yes. VEO 3.1 is now available on FAL. If you want to see it, go check their website.
And again, like absolutely stunning, right? So you can experiment with these. Yeah, this model, the VO 3.1 we had seen, was a 5-second clip, costs about $2. Similarly with VO3, this is the VO3 fast, so a 5-second clip costs 75 cents, but you need to experiment with the quality of output. If we switch this to text to video, yeah, it's pretty much the same. So for example, a 5-second video with audio will cost you $2. So I think you might as well just use the VO 3.1 model, but you can always experiment and see which ones you might get a better output with. So yeah, in summary, you can just choose between the VO 3.1, which is the latest model, or VO 3. You can always tweak between the regular or fast model and have like a trade-off between quality and cost, and play around with these. Let your imagination and creativity run wild. Really, the sky is the limit with all of these. And yeah, like if you have any questions, as always, or anything was unclear, please feel free to send me a DM. And thank you once again for watching this video till the end. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.